Hello and welcome to my channel, or indeed to those of you who've already watched some of my videos, welcome back. If you've been following my channel, you may have noticed in some of my videos where I'm sending files for cutting to my machine, there are instances where I only want to send portions of a file to be cut. And in this standalone video, I'm going to demonstrate that for you so that you can see how you can manage what you send to your cutting machine through the use of the Layers function in Canvas Workspace. Here in Canvas Workspace, this is the download version for the PC. We've got a cutting file here. It's actually in two parts. So we've got the doily portion here, the outer layer, and then behind we have this shadow layer for the doily itself. So this would be behind. Now I would probably want to cut these out in two different colors of card, so I can send it over to my machine. I can place this anywhere I want on the mat and send it, and then I can rearrange it on my cutting machine mat as well. But if I didn't want to do that, and instead I wanted to cut out multiple copies of both the doily itself and the layer, I can do that quite easily without having to go through the trouble of saving this as a file and then bringing it back in and then deleting one of the objects and saving that in another file and then bringing the original back in and saving that. You see what I mean? It would be a lot of going back and forth when we could simply use the Layers tab. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and duplicate this. In fact, we can do that in the Layers tab. We can duplicate that. I've just used this duplication icon here. We can place that where we want. And the layer, the back layer there, we could leave it here on the virtual mat, or if it's in the way, you just like to visually move it off to the side, you can do that. It does not matter. Because what you're going to do now is you want to send this for cutting, but as you can see, in this case, the layer here is outside of the red line, so we can't send it. But what we can do is click on it, and you can see it's highlighted here in the Layers tab, and you'll see the visibility toggle here. Click on that, and what you do is you hide that object. It has not disappeared from the actual file, and I can show you that. If I select here, select all, you can see that there is a blue cutting box around 5 objects, the 4 doilies and the background layer. But by taking that visibility off, we can now go to export or transfer, and we will get, in this case, a warning sign that there is a hidden object or more than one object that will not actually be exported if you want to save it as a file or transferred to your machine. So just click OK, and you can see that you get your options. So now you could export it into its own file, or you could transfer it to your machine. So I'm going to cancel that, and now you can see when I click on the eye, it brings it back. At any time you want to take any of these out, you can do that. And again, it's going to be the same thing. but you need to be sure that you bring this object back into the cutting area. So you can't just leave it out there. You've got to now bring it into here. So in this case, and let's duplicate that, we could have this laid out on our mat. We can go to the other shapes here. You can see here that those have all disappeared, but you can see they are still listed here in the layers because they are all still part of this file. And export it. You get the warning again, but then you're allowed to go ahead and export it or transfer it. And you can go back and then click these back into visibility if you like, or you can actually go over here. You can select them all, as you can see, and then you can show them. And it will switch that toggle back to visibility rather than hidden. And it is as easy as that. So it's an easy way to manage how you want to send your files over, but you don't want to necessarily build different files up on your screen, on your virtual mat. So you could be working with this, and then maybe you want to bring in a different shape and you want to still send these over. All you have to do is take that off, and now you can export the remaining parts of your file. Very easy to do. A really handy little tip for you, I hope. And I hope that you will come back for more video tutorials in the near future. I'm going to keep trying to keep tutorials coming. I may also be doing some other paper crafting for you, so that those of you who don't have a ScanNCut machine, or you want to use your ScanNCut in conjunction with the hand cut versions of projects, I'll be doing some of those. So please stick with me, and I will try to show you how. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so today. Be sure to leave me a thumbs up and share this video. It really does help in getting out my videos to a wider audience. Be safe, everyone, and have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.